Well, hello everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video and say sorry about all the problems, but the problems seem to be on YouTube side. So it was a glitch in YouTube, not in my yeah, Jerry. It was a glitch in YouTube and not in my not in my router this time. So yeah, it was just I went out of the video and I tried to even join with StreamYard and all, and it said StreamYard can't connect to YouTube. Um, so it was just a glitch with YouTube, and that was it. I don't want to take too much time on, because I think isn't Vinny doing a live stream tonight also? I don't remember, but anyway, that was like I said, it was a YouTube glitch, and what can I say? So, yeah, I see everything seems to be working fine. I don't know. He didn't do one. Okay, I didn't. If nobody's doing one, I'll continue. But if somebody wants to, there's two people on, Jerry, you, and somebody else. If somebody wants to run and see if Vinny's doing one, I will wait just a minute, and if he's not, I'll just continue on. So, Split Rock, hey Dan, I was going to say this on my video, but I wanted to give a shout out to Dan, because look what I got in the mail today. Isn't that cool? Dan's Grand Valley. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. And watch Dan's channel if you're not. The four other people that are here. Yep. So thank you. I even put my coffee in it tonight just for the show. Hey Dwight, if Vinny starts up, let me know and I'll shut this down, because it was for those of you that are Dan, throw a link up to your channel if you can. Yep, it's working now. So if it won't let you, Dan, let me know, and I will. I'll throw the link up myself. But sometimes it doesn't let you throw a link on there. Wilmer, you can. If Dan can't, can you throw a link up to Dan's Grand Valley Railroad? Hey, New Fenris. If Vinny starts, let me know. I'll cut this off, but because I don't want to eat into his time. Martin's still getting the Circle of Doom. Okay. Are the rest of you, or is it just Martin? Because it looks like my internet connection's good, and I've got a full count up. So we'll see if it's Martin that's buffering or me. Okay, good. North American Trains, how are you doing? Jerry's fine. All right. So Martin, that's on your end then. This time. Good. Hey, Pirates of the Model Trains, how you doing, man? Like I said, if any starts up, I will quit. But so somebody make sure you keep an eye on that, because I don't want, like I said, I want to eat into his time. So. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate that.
Okay.
My wife was just asking if everything was okay with the connection now, and it is. So. So that's what I'm doing. I'm modifying this wood chip hopper. So, well, Jerry, I mean, he could be having YouTube problems also. So, yeah, like I said, this was definitely a YouTube issue. Thanks, Wilmer. This was definitely a YouTube issue because I could get to all my other websites with no problems. I could even get to YouTube and look at videos. It just would not let me do a live stream for some reason. You know, they could have been doing a repair to something. I don't know exactly what they were doing. So. All right, so I have cut this out, and what I'm using a for sale sign. So because it's nice and thin, and that's what I need. I needed something thin. Um, slide that just a little bit. Up just a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. Now, since the middle I use the tube glue, but on the outer edges I'm going to use the use the liquid cement just to seal in the outer edges. And this will make a nice seal. Yeah, I do split rock. I actually have a paper mill, and then all the way at the other end of the layout, I've got a wood yard. So there's going to be pulpwood and wood chips down at the wood yard end, and then that's one reason I'm modifying this wood chip hopper. I'm not scratch building it. What I'm doing, I'm kit bashing. So this is actually a wood chip hopper, a Bowser one that was Norfolk Southern, and it was just a good candidate to make these smooth sides. It was a wood chip hopper for Norfolk Southern, so KCS had homemade wood chip hoppers, so with these smooth sides on them. So the other thing I need to do after I get these sides on is fill in these cracks here where I there was a beam across there, and I've got to fill those seams in, and then also I'm going to remove the grab irons because they're just molded in, and I'm going to actually put grab irons. Hey, John 2618, how's it going? So yeah, so my what I'm doing with my paper mill is it's receiving wood chip cars, pulpwood cars, chemical tank cars, box cars, and flat cars, I believe. Is how I have it set up. So, oh, Wilmer's got to take the dog out, and when the dog says I got to go out, you take the dog out. That's for absolutely sure. So I have a to scrape off the ladders. I've got a flat blade, a chisel blade for my X-Acto knife. You ever seen one of those? And that will scrape off the molded on grab irons. So I think I'm going to grab my visor for this. Yeah, split rock paper mills are the best industries to model because they get so many different car types. You know, you can use a lot of car types at a paper mill. I wasn't going to do these grab irons at first, but I think that'll make the car look a lot nicer instead of having the molded on ones. Team I was talking about. Yeah, Steve, I did. It was a YouTube issue. It wasn't my network this time. So I'm just going to go until Vinny comes on, and then Jerry's going to tell me if Vinny comes on, and then I will hang it up. Hey, Joe Rader, how's it going? Yeah, so right now I'm just taking the molded on steps off of the car. So using a chisel blade. You know, like I said, I wasn't going to do this in the beginning, but I got to thinking, you know what? These molded on steps look kind of hokey. So, I mean, if I wasn't doing anything else to the car, I'd probably leave them on. But because I do have a bunch of other Bowser cars, like cement cars and all. So, uh, and if I can see my picture, Wigwag Workshop. Hi again, everybody. I guess this is enough of a mask. Um, yeah, it looks like, huh. Looks like in my picture, there's nothing up the side. Well, there is a ladder up the side. So I'll probably order a ladder from if somebody makes one. But if not, I can just use some plastic to make the border part of the ladder, or the outside rungs, and then the rungs use wire. Thanks again, Wilmer, for putting that up. Make sure you go to Dan's channel. He sent me a nice mug. See his nice mug? Go to his Teespring and um, order one. Also, please, everybody, go to my Teespring account. Go to my Teespring account and order Flying Crow stuff too. So yeah, while you're on there, order something from Dan, and then order something from my Teespring account too. And thank you to all who have ordered. I've had past couple days, I've had 3 people put in orders, so I do appreciate that. No, it's actually really easy to set up a Teespring account. Well, it's kind of easy. It's not. There's a couple things on it that aren't really intuitive that you got to kind of guess at, but it's not hard. So But you can usually, setting it up, you can usually figure it out. You know, just there's a couple things, like I said, it takes you a little time to figure out what they're doing. Hey, James, how's it going? Yes, the mad scientist. Trying to get these ladders cut off so I can actually put some wire ladders on here. So, and like I say, another reason I'm cutting these ladders off is because I need to fill in this seam here. So it'll just be easier with the ladders cut off. And I'm not really worried in this. You know, this chisel blade's putting some scratches and gouges in here, but I'm not really worried about that. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you look at the real hopper, there's actually a lot of scratches and gouges in the real one. So that's kind of prototypical. And I'll sand it a little bit, you know, just to get them down to a scale size. But they are. The wood chip cars are really abused. And like I say, especially since they're homemade, they are they're not put together extremely well. They just take old hoppers and then stick higher sides on them for the most part. So, all right. So I think I got one side clean. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. These ladders on this front end are angled. No, I actually ordered this from a local dealer. You know what? Let me look at the picture of the other street. So, yeah, I'm seriously short of wood chip cars on my layout. So now I ordered two more from him, so I've got those three, and then I had a set of four I already had. So right now I have seven, and I probably need 12 or 13 at least. Yeah, a lot of the Bowser stuff is good. This one's not their executive line, so, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm kit bashing it anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I think I only know of one other person that's ever made these KCS hoppers. And I forget who it was. It was somebody on YouTube. I was quite impressed with them. There we go. It's off now. Yeah, that's okay. You can, you know what? Try it. You know, buy something cheap and try it. Get an old Tyco box car or something, and just start with maybe the grab irons. Scraping the grab irons off and drilling holes and putting the metal ones in. Uh, and uh, because even if you mess up seriously, which I doubt you will, you haven't really lost anything. You can even make an old Tyco or Lifelike car look really nice. So let's see. No, James, my workshop is not in my shed. This is actually in my garage. So um, that's where I'm working right now. Is at my garage. So there's a little uh, there's a little workshop built off the garage. Came with the house. So yeah, I know what you mean. Concentrate on getting the layout up and running. I absolutely understand what you mean. No, no. Yeah, like Split Rock said, yard operations were last night. I gave my yard master off, uh, gave him off tonight. So go. All right, let's see. I think I got everything off this end. Oops. Oh, there's See, there's the mistake there. I dug in too deep in the wrong place. So that will get a little bit of putty just to fill that in. But if it doesn't fill in right, that's okay, because you were saying these are pretty abused, these wood chip hoppers. So. Oh, you know what? There's a bottom rung there that needs to come off. And one there. Hey. Drew Dude. Hey, Jack Jack. So Jack Jack, it wasn't the thunderstorms after all, it was a YouTube issue. So it so I thought I'd come back on and finish this up as well, do as much as I can. All right, I got all my Hey John, how are you? One or three? Because I think John at School Kill was number 2. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know, Steve. Jerry's watching for me, and I said if Vinny just does come on, that I would go ahead and quit this live stream. Um, because I don't want to eat into Vinny's time. But Jerry hasn't. Jerry hadn't. Oh, you're John 1. Okay, you're Jerry's watching for me. So, and Jerry might be. I mean, Jerry Vinny might be having the same issue. This could be a rolling YouTube blackout. Oh, that's good, Dan. I haven't tried the Tamiya flat clear yet. Um, old habits die hard. I uh, I've used dull coat for years and years and years and years, so it's kind of hard to give it up. All right, so I got all the steps. You can see that that's clean. I'm gonna, of course, sand it and then putty it, and then so now I've got to work on this end, get all the steps off of there. My sides are good, so I used some rough sandpaper on purpose to rough it up. Um, so I could simulate a lot of scratches and stuff in it. One thing you got to remember though, when you're doing stuff like this, yeah, I love my Squadron putty. I'm so mad that they don't sell it anymore. Um, One thing you got to remember when you are doing stuff like that, this though, is make sure you wash it. So, because there's a lot of sanding, grit, and grime, and oils where I've been handling it and everything like that. So, yeah, when you're going to paint something, make sure you wash it. This one is actually, I'm going to knock off the printing on it when I paint it, but that'll be all I'll need to do is knock off the printing. Because the gray underneath will be perfect. This one's actually going to be white, so a lot of rust and scratches and garbage, you know, because it's a wood chip hopper. Um, yeah, to me a putty might be okay. I've just I've just used Squadron all my life, and so that's why I continue to use it. But one thing I like about the Squadron putty is that it has toluene in the putty, so it not only fills the seam, but it kind of melts the seams together as well. So that's why I have always used Squadron putty. Yeah, until I run out. And this one, this my last tube here is getting kind of hard, so I'm not. It's not going to be long before it's gone. So I've had it several years now. So all I'm doing is taking this little brace from the inside. This is it was put in there to hold the wood chip load, but the wood chip load looks kind of funky anyway, so I'm going to make my own out of sawdust. So I've got some pretty fine sawdust, and that's what I'm going to use. All right. Oh, good idea, Joe. I'll have to check it out. I think what I'll do is I'll finish getting this ladder off, and then we'll call it good for tonight. Let's see, did I take that out? Yes. Hi, Dave. How's it going? I didn't even see Dave pop in. Almost your bedtime. Come on. It's only 8:42. Oh, let's see. 30 Celsius. That's hot. Can't believe it's that hot up in Canada today. It's still May. All right. Two more little runs and I'll be finished. Fort Campbell, huh? Yeah, Martin, I can believe 30 Fahrenheit in Canada. Fort Campbell's in Kentucky, James. That's the home of the 101st Airborne, right? Isn't that right, Dave? So, is that what he's doing? Is he airborne or? All right, so I have got I've got the molded in ladders cut off. A little bit there. Oh, I forgot. No, I did cut that. Split rock. I'm going to put metal grab irons on this. The plastic ones are so tiny when they're thin enough that they're too fragile. So that's why I'm going to use the metal ones. I might not have to clean off the lettering anyway, since I'm just sanding it off. It's going to be white, but white with a lot of rust and dents and garbage like that on it. So KCS painted these black first, and then they switched to white in the late '60s, early '70s, and then they switched to that boxcar red, that brownish color afterwards. So what I'll probably do is put a coat of rust, or kind of a rust color on it first, and then or a couple rust colors, and then paint it white, and that'll help me weather it. And I might even get a metal brake stand. I haven't decided whether I'm going to go that far yet. So, the little metal stand for the brake and all. So that looks like It's sanded good. That's sanded well. Let me go ahead and sand this down so before I putty it. Now there are rivet details on the side here. So the rivet, I actually have some decals, believe it or not, that are raised water slide decals that you use for rivet detail. So I will put those back on as water slide decals, and then of course paint over them. Because you got to smooth this. The sides aren't exactly smooth, and that's what I'm trying to do. Make them to where they meet. So decals. I forget who makes them. I've got a package of them. All right, I buffered there for a minute. Yeah, yeah, Wilmer, that's right. I'll count them. Make sure I get the right number. So okay, I've got my sides glued on, and I've got all my ladder stuff cleaned up. So I will. I'll leave it there. Make sure you go to my Teespring store. Everybody wants to buy a Flying Crow t-shirt or a hoodie or a sweatshirt or a sticker or a coffee mug. Everybody's buying Flying Crow stuff. So be in on the craze, right? So, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to Dan's Grand Valley, that we will to go over there and subscribe to Dan. Okay. All right. So remember Dave at Crooked River and Eastern next Tuesday on Track Tuesday. All right. Blah ha ha ha, Wilmer. I appreciate you guys jumping back in after all the time. I hope so, John. Appreciate you jumping back in, and thanks a lot for watching. And y'all take it easy and have a great week. We'll see you.